Hello, and welcome back to the channel. You guys, I can't wait to take you through this video today. So we're gonna actually be talking about how to prepare for the holidays as a business owner. And at that, a very ambitious business owner, I wanna prepare you for like the 10X, for the big time, because no matter what level you're at realistically, you wanna be able to have a cadence that you are kind of checking the boxes through during crazy times like this, because whether it's your first year or your 50th year, you will realize there are very specific patterns. So let's get into it. Okay, so first thing is clear. Everyone talks about this, but I just want you to have permission to get very clear on your goals and objectives. Whatever specific things you're trying to sell, the amount of them you're trying to sell, and really within the perimeter that you're trying to sell them and the days you're trying to sell, please get clear on that, because it's going to be able to be a true north for the direction that you're going. So if you don't feel clear on it, what I would say is really getting down and seeing like what you have a lot of inventory of, what you've created for the holidays, what makes the most sense for someone at this time of the year or in Q1, so January to March for next year. Get really clear on that and you will be good to go and really have good benchmarks to start to engineer off of. The second one is create a holiday calendar. So I just said we really want to be able to hit benchmarks off of our first one, which is our objectives and our goals. What I want you to be able to do is then create a marketing calendar that reflects the way you can get in front of people to hit those goals, right? So another additional thing that you'll want to do is kind of take into inventory what others in your market are doing or people you look up to are doing. So the easiest way to do that is kind of like look back on competitors or again like people you look to and what they've done in years past. Take notes from that. Obviously we don't copy, but kind of take notes off of, did they do a Black Friday sale? Did they have a holiday sale? What did they do for cutting off shipping in December? Where are their ideal clients shopping? Like get clear on all of that and then really get that into the marketing plan so your business plan and your marketing plan align. 3, I want you to analyze data. So if you have had a holiday in the past and it's been successful or unsuccessful, really whatever it's been, right? I want you to allow yourself to look at the data. Look at the data points, look at the things that it's trying to tell you, what worked, what didn't, what did you try that maybe felt really great, what felt kind of like off base. Get really clear on that because we never want to repeat things that didn't work and we never want to forget the things that did, right? So allow yourself space to analyze. 4, and this one people often forget, create a holiday budget. If you have $5 as a budget, that's a budget, but I'm proud of you for having a budget, okay? So allow yourself to understand like, are we going to have any like partnership budget? Are we going to have any ad budget? Are we going to have any budget for affiliates, right? There's so many different ways to get in front of people and this is the loudest time of the year in marketing. So allow yourself to really understand like what you have to invest in and then how you want to invest it, get clear on that. Also remember when you're investing $0 into it and you're just putting like your time and energy into email, social media, etc. That's lovely too. That's so great. My first few years I kept like doing Black Friday deals and I would do holiday deals and I'd be like, why are people not buying these like crazy? And then I realized the people I was looking to had like $20,000 budgets for one day and I was like, I need to adjust my expectations and then I need to scale and plan accordingly to be able to move like them. So make sure you are aware of the fact that if we have a $0 budget, we'll be trading more of our time and our connections and pitching and sharing on social, and that's lovely, but make sure your expectations align within that. If you have inventory, 5 is very important. So look at your inventory, manage it, make sure you're really clear on it, because if you do have a really successful sale and you oversell, that can always be a pain in the butt. So make sure you know how much you want to sell. If you're selling something that is digital or is a service that you provide, make sure you really budget out time and allow yourself to know like, okay, if I'm selling this many packages, how long is that going to take me to do? So you are not like inundating yourself for Q1. 6 is creating a promotion strategy. So we talked about this a little bit when I said to make a marketing strategy and when you need to budget, but make a solid strategy to promote. Are you going to be pitching yourself? Are you going to be using affiliates, influencers? Are you going to be sending out specific emails? Create a nice plan that's going to give you direction so that you can actually fulfill that quickly. 7 is check your website. Oh my gosh, if I had $1 for every time I have not checked my website and then I've launched something and then I've looked and maybe the sales page is set, but then the way that I have my homepage isn't exactly how I wanted it. So I've learned in the past, like, learn with me on this. Don't make the same mistake. Just look at everything that your customer might be seeing, what they might be stalking. Go through, look at the website, look at every single page, make sure everything is aligned along with the sales page, and then make sure all the buttons are clickable and they take you to the cart so that everything's optimized and we're not missing out on sales. 8 is optional, but if you want to hire staff for the season, you're gonna wanna do that earlier rather than later because training and integration does take time. So create space to make that happen. 9, streamline your operations. So for the holidays, things get pretty mad around here with my businesses. And so even this year, I realized, I need to like have almost a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for every one of my employees so they understand what needs to happen with like their big tasks every single day. You might not need to do that, but figuring out how can you streamline things, how can you get really clear and walk through your operations so that you or anyone who is associated in your business knows, okay, I'm gonna get in this morning and I'm gonna do 1, 2, and 3, and those are the most important things that I can offer to the business today. That's going to really set you up for success because sometimes when it is crazy, we're just kind of reacting and responding all day, every day, and we don't get all the big things done. All right, 10, customer service. Be ready to talk to the people that you are selling to before they buy and after they buy. Just create some space, make sure you are checking. I think a lot of the times we'll do sales and then people will kind of check out from exhaustion after a good, strong end to a big year, but make sure you have it in the calendar to personally, or at least have someone on your staff, make sure that customer service is happy because happy customers allow for scalable businesses. Next, shipping and delivery. So if you do have inventory and you are shipping, then make sure you have a cutoff date so that you know everything's going to get to your people on time for Christmas or for whatever holiday. Second, make sure that you are really clear about like your holiday packaging, making sure that you're really clear about any of the policies on your website, and to people who are buying, put it in your cart. A lot of things get lost this time of year. I don't believe that for you. I'm not even speaking it over you, but do have a policy and a backup plan if something does go wrong. Customer communication. Make sure you're ready to communicate with your customer. They're gonna have questions. Give them the answers that are going to make them happy. You can also prepare a frequently asked question website page and really put that like at the bottom and throw it in the places where they are asking you questions. One thing I found specifically with this, you guys, is I will not take DMs. I will only say like, oh yeah, cool, email this email, email this email, email this email, because it makes it more streamlined. And then again, I'll have that frequently asked question page, and then our most asked questions is pretty easy to answer them, right? So anyway, that one place secret is a game changer. Instead of texting, taking calls, DMs, emails, this, that, the other, right? Streamline it and then have that frequently asked question page and you'll be set. Okay, this one's pretty obvious, but track and monitor. Like, watch your sales, watch what people are responding to in your marketing. See what like emails are getting the most clicks and answers, see what people are thinking within the data. Really monitor it and then do more of what they respond to, and you'll be able to really grow day over day during your sale. Okay, our last 2 steps. So you want to do it after holiday evaluation. So instead of just kind of like closing it out and then looking back at it this time next year, go through and figure out what worked, what didn't work, what are my ideas for next year, so you can really pick it up fast and get even farther next year when you're doing the same thing. And then the last thing, so if you have employees, contractors, team members, anyone who is contributing to your vision, make sure they feel appreciated. So do something for them that makes them feel seen and loved, and the gratitude that you feel in your heart for them, so that they can then go on their merry way, rest, and come back refreshed next year. If you have any questions, I would love if you drop them in the comments below. I will be looking, and we are going to be creating way more content that is going to really help you get integrated as you kick off your year next year. If that is interesting, make sure you subscribe. Thank you so much. I hope that this is helpful. It is really important to be able to build a business that has check-in points, integrity, and things that you can trust. You don't want to create something that you can't trust. And so these steps are going to help you really do that and just feel like you can exhale, because the business can't just be you. It needs to be its own entity so that you can rest as well, my friend. So I hope this blessed you. I'm so excited. Good luck for your holidays, and I'll see you in the next video.